Andy, on a personal front, we went well last weekend, but I suppose counter that and massive disappointment at the defeat.
Definitely. Really frustrated at losing out there. When I played there 2 years ago, I think when they first joined the league, it was a similar sort of thing. Yeah. Good win at half time, and then we let them back in it in the second half. And once that crowd gets going, it was it was tough work for us, and we felt that it was in our control, and it was just poorly executed a few things, and it ended up costing us dearly.
So do you feel like you're almost like the authors of your own demise down there?
Definitely, we're in control of that game, and to concede from 2 charge downs, I can't even remember when in the last few years when that's happened, and to do it twice in the same game, really, really frustrating.
Does that make this weekend's game against Dragons all the more important now with Europe around the corner as well?
Yeah, because you want to be going into Europe with good momentum, and again, it's a Welsh derby. They're always massive. You always want the bragging rights, and you don't want to, especially at home as well. We're frustrated after that Ospreys game because we didn't quite show up there, hit the level that was required, and it showed with that. The Ospreys putting in a good performance and beating us. So we realise we got a performance, and with it being home, and that disappointment from last week when we were in control, eager to put it right this week.
On a personal front, does tries keep coming?
Yeah, it's nice to keep being on the score sheet every week. You just have to look at the back three here, and I think I scored 15 tries this season. The 13 have been from the back three, with myself, George, Liam, and Jordan Williams as well coming in. So it's great to be playing. There's a great buzz in training, in the matches. There's a lot of confidence in there, with all the players playing in that back three position, and it's great that boys are getting on the score sheet, and getting the rewards.
What's the most tries you've scored in a season since you've been?
Down here. Good question. Good question. I don't know. Maybe It'd be like 7, 8, something like that. So, it's going well. It's good, and so early on in the season, it's nice to have those tries to your name.
Yeah. There's only Tim Visser, I think, ahead of you. I think you and George, isn't it?
Is it? And I think DTH Van der Meer, wasn't he, up at Glasgow? Yeah, he's up there as well. So for Visser, just trying to catch him, because I know him well from my time up at the Falcons as well, right. So having quite a bit of banter with him about it. But just every week his name's there on the score sheet.
Which is some achievement really for the side that aren't mixed results.
Yeah, I think just look at his record since he's been up there. He's fair play to him. He's done a really good job, and he's getting the rewards now, going on to the next level at international.
Yeah, dark horse for the Lions.
I think so. I keep tipping him as a dark horse for the Lions. Yeah. He's a big guy as well. A lot of physicality there.
What about the Dragons challenge this weekend? What do you expect to face from them?
It's always physical. Imagine they always like to challenge us at the breakdown. And again, they've got Dan Evans, who's left us and gone there, and he's had a good start to the season, scored a few tries. So, and I'm sure on a personal level, he's going to want to sort of show what we're missing out on with him moving on. And there's a few other of our boys there as well. They always like to put in a big show against the team you've just left. But expecting it's going to be tough. I've got another good friend there, Pat Leach, who's been playing well. I was at school with him, and he's been doing well there. So it'll be good to be on the pitch against him.
What school was it
at Rydal in North Wales.
That's the one Wolfwiller went to.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. He's So it's quite odd because no one's really gone on to do much, and Patch was a year above me and played in the same team really, and he's gone on and done well, and now it's our chance to play against each other.
With Stodds coming back, has that add extra competition, extra space to mention the back three?
Definitely, and Gareth Owen as well coming back. Both of them, the two of them, to be fair, looking really sharp in training, and you're always wary of that. Those two are coming around, so again. As coaches, that's what you want. You want that competition as players. It's going to keep pushing you, keep you on your toes, and it's only good for the team and for the region and for the fans when you look and seeing some of the these great exciting players that are coming back to full fitness and will be there challenging for starting places.
In terms of the fans, obviously back at Parker Scarlets since this game, since that Ospreys game, do you feel as if you owe a performance after?
Definitely, I think so, because it was a great crowd that turned out for that Ospreys game. I think was it 14,000, which is brilliant to be getting that. here. It'd be nice to get that a bit more often, but we didn't quite reward those fans for turning up and supporting us, and we all feel we owe them a duty to get them that result and hopefully score some good tries for them as well, keep them entertained.
And of course you're still second in the table, so it's not all doom and gloom, I suppose.
No, because we've been picking up the bonus points as well, which is always crucial. And the last few seasons we've missed, come the end of the season, we've missed out by a couple of points. So we realised the whole time how important they are to get them, but it's just a bit frustrating now with hindsight. You look back and you think, we could really be in a great position at the top of the league had it been for a few errors.
What was the message from Simon after the weekend?
It's no panic station or anything like that. It's confidence in our game. We're playing a great brand of rugby. We're playing well, and it's just an execution. A few little things that easy to put right. And in that game that come last weekend, they cost us, and we don't need to change things massively in order to put those right. And hopefully, we won't concede tries from that again.
How's it been over the last few weeks? Obviously getting towards the end there.
Obviously, the last 2 weeks I've been in more or less full training.
Yeah.
Obviously, I haven't done the same as all the other boys, but more or less full training. And the last 2 days I've done the same as everyone else. So I think I'm available for selection. Whether I get selected is another matter. It's just up to the coaches now.
Being the end of a long road again for you, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously it's like 13 months now. So it's obviously been a slow process, but glad to be at the end of it.
In terms of the process, there was talk possibly coming back at the end of the season. Was that last year? Was that ever in the thoughts at the time?
I think, well, not from my point of view, to be honest. It may have been said initially, but I think as time went on, I wasn't progressing as fast as maybe they first thought, and so obviously I wasn't ready then for the end of the season.
So what, in terms of the ankle, was it pins or a plate? What have you
I got a rod from my knee down to my ankle, like through the middle of the bone. So obviously it takes quite a while for all that to settle down. Get used to running and everything, the gold metal work inside your leg.
Morgan, last time I spoke, it was just before the pre-season tour, and you hoped to be playing then within a couple of weeks. What's held you up since then?
I think it was just the issue of the actual power in the leg coming back, and just the soreness and stiffness after training. But luckily, obviously, that's eased off now, and the power is starting to come back. So it's more or less pretty normal now, to be honest.
What's kept you going over the last 13 months?
Just really the physio staff and family, really, and just obviously being around all the boys. Obviously, you're not in the team, but you still see all the teammates, and it's good to be part of it all.
Brad as well, obviously, you've been close to him in terms of your recovery. Has he played a big part in Brad Harrington?
Yeah, obviously I've been more with the physios, to be honest, because he's obviously fitness coach. But obviously they speak together and go through plans, and so it's just like a mix of the physios and Brad.
You're now the senior member of the back division, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems pretty strange, because it seems like not so long ago I was like one of the youngest, but obviously it's good. It's nice to see all the young guys come through, and to be honest, once they've had a chance, they've all done well. So
scoring tries as well, back three, aren't they?
Yeah, all the back three looking sharp and playing well.
Is patience going to be the key, Morgan, in the next few weeks in terms of coming back?
Obviously in training I'm feeling pretty sharp and feeling good. It's just obviously I know myself that games are obviously different to training, so it's just hopefully getting maybe 10-15 minutes and see how it goes, and then obviously building each week from it.
Brother plays for the Dragons, doesn't he?
Yeah, but I think he got injured playing for Newport on Saturday.
So you won't be involved.
Unlikely, I think so. Yeah.
It'd be nice.
That would have been good, to be hopefully playing against him. But
has that happened before?
Only like when we were kids.
In the back
half.
How much support have you had from the players here and everyone else? Teammates and stuff.
The massive support. Obviously, they're my friends as well as a teammate. So, because obviously a lot of the boys have started from like 6-7 years ago since we were young kids. So obviously we're pretty close friends now.
And how would how was the season gone? How looking from the sidelines, the Scarlets?
It was just obviously the first 3 games, everyone was flying, and
Yeah.
obviously the Ospreys came down here then and caught us a bit cold, I think.
Yeah.
And obviously I watched the game in Treviso, but it was on the internet while I was watching it, but it was only like 2 charge downs.
Yeah.
And I think obviously playing out there is obviously tough to win anyways, but
Yeah.
obviously we should have won. It's just
Yeah.
2 charge down let us down.
Yeah. It's important now, I suppose, to keep the momentum and not let that good start go to waste, I suppose.
Yeah, obviously we're still up the end of the table where we want to be, so
Yeah.
just obviously need to pick up a win this week now and move on then.
Yeah. And yeah, and Europe around the corner as well. That's a big card for everyone.
Yeah, obviously it's a nice group to be in. And
Yeah.
you know,
Those are
those
games
games
you
are the
wanna play.
massive games to
Yeah.
play in, and obviously games everyone's are playing.
Anyone spoken to Regan yet?
Yeah, I've been obviously I've been speaking to him most weeks, and
Yeah.
I seen him on the pre-season
Right. Yeah. Of course.
trip to Claremont, but I don't think he's been playing
Been on the bench.
that
isn't
much,
he?
so I don't know if he'd be playing against us. Probably wouldn't be. He'd probably be on the bench.